Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan Battle video, and today I'm going to be taking you through the top 5 teams you can currently run in the game. So let's jump into it. Just a cheeky quick reminder that if you haven't subbed to the channel, please do so, and maybe leave the video a like, thanks. So coming in at number 6 as a bit of an honourable mention is the Giant Ape Power category team. I've shown this team a lot on my channel, I absolutely love running it. It's being run by the Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the 10th anniversary. He's a fantastic unit on this team, a fantastic lead for this team. We've got the EZA Super Saiyan 4s in there as well, going into Gogeta. We've got Great Ape Vegeta as in there as well as a fantastic slot 1 tank. He just doesn't take damage and it's a fantastic unit. As well as our floats, we've got 2 more EZAs in there. And there's where you'll see a little bit of a problem here. Unfortunately, the reason why this is more of an honorable mention, and maybe 16 might even deserve to be a little bit lower than that, is the problem is they don't have a reliable 6th for this team just yet. We are expecting to get one in the near future, well, everyone's hoping, but for now this team is a bit lower down because that 6th, that Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Int one, is just not reliable enough to do your top tier content. He can do it if you baby him a little bit and you kind of make sure you're popping a wheeze in the beginning and you try and get him his couple of hits so that he can transform and go to Oob and then go to Super Saiyan 4, but even then he gets one turn right at the end of being really good and you can't really start one him. So yeah, that is why this is more of an honorable mention. It is a fantastic team. I've done the latest red zones with them and they are great. Got some alternatives down at the bottom there as well. Again, they are not great. You're not going to have a good time in the latest content with those units. But yeah, this is a really great team. And our number 6, our honorable mention. So let's jump into number 5. For our 5th team here, we've got the Uncontrollable Power, Revenge, or Planetary Destruction team led by Ella and Broly. So this team, one of the things about it is you're going to want to make sure that everyone is Uncontrollable Power if possible. So these units all are, because you want this Ella and Broly to get off his domain. You don't want to have an issue getting off his domain, otherwise you're going to have a bad time with him. And he will be missing his guard and a bunch of other stuff if you can't get that off. So making sure everyone's Uncontrollable Power, but this team is very stacked. That Phi Extreme LR Janemba is just such a great addition to this team because, I mean, he can tank fantastically and he just ramps and he's doing 20 mil supers, 25 mil supers, and then 3 or 4 15 mil additional. So he's a fantastic addition to this team. And having 2 LR and Brolys is great because you can do the first domain, and then once that first domain is up, you've got a chance to do the second domain as well. So that's just 6 turns down instead of 3 of the domain, which is great. We've also got the Int Janemba at the bottom there, the Super EZA, as well as the Int Boo, the Super EZA that is so busted and he does so much damage. I mean, 20-25 mil right off the rip, and he's fantastic. As well as we've got the STR EZA Boo there, who is no joke either. Ton of damage reduction and a huge amount of damage, especially once his actives goes off. And yeah, again, I've given you some alts down there, and most of those alternatives are going to be absolutely fine in this team. One thing I would say about this team is kind of holding it back just a little bit is going to be Int, the Ella Int Broly's, his domain, because once that runs out, he does become a little bit fragile. I mean, in today's latest content, he can take a stray super or something and he can just die. So once, yeah, he's going to be better for short form content, stuff like your Formidable Foes, Battle Hardened Formidable Foes fights. That's where this team especially is going to shine, and this is why they are a little bit further down on this list. But yeah, let's jump into team number 4. Okay, so team number 4 is the unit that just won't die, is Beast, who is just sticking around no matter what. Such a fantastic slot one, and it's actually his team. He's running Superheroes, Bond of Master and Disciple, or Miraculous Awakening category. So this team did receive quite a few buffs as well. We've got the Tech Gods in the first rotation there. We've got Gohan himself as well, the Super 5 version from the anniversary, in the second rotation as well. They link quite well. And then for your floats, you've got Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who you've just taken a look at. He's fantastic. AGL UI, who's starting to show a little bit of his age. Like if he does catch a stray super that he doesn't actually dodge, he can die now, but still he's dodging a lot of the time and he's quite reliable. And then Tech Beerus is just a nice little bit to round out this team because of all those damage reduction you can have as long as you're keeping your HP up. So got a bunch of good alternatives in there as well. You could run the Namek Namek Easy Aid Goku. You could run the Tech UI. You could run Gogeta, Fire Gogeta, as well as you could also put in Super Saiyan Beyond Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta there as well. He'd be a great addition to the team. But this team is fantastic. You got your slot ones absolutely taken care of. Your slot twos aren't going to take damage either, and they're going to get to transform the Tech Gods into the Blue Boys, and then get Gogeta active and just do huge amounts of damage. Now, why this team is a little bit lower down is Gohan has fallen off a little bit. I don't want to say he has fallen off, but he's fallen off just a little bit because of the length of some content now. So once he gets past his intro, he can take damage from how high these bosses are hitting and how many turns it's taking to beat them. Once he runs out of that intro and he loses that damage reduction in there, he is going to start taking a bit of damage. But for the most part, especially like battle hardened formidable foes, fights, he's great in them, and he is fine in a lot of long form content. Just not, I don't even want to say not in the higher ones, because he is great still. Just if it goes on a bit long, he can take a bit of damage. But anyway, that is our superheroes, Bond of Master Disciple or Miraculous Awakening team, and let's go on to team number 3. So, team number 3 is Fuse Fighters or GT Heroes category. That is led by the Super Saiyan 4s, the Easy 8 7th year anniversary units that are so fantastic. We've got both of them in here and running 2 Gogetas alongside the gods as well. It's just such a fantastic, fun team. And I mean, look how stacked this team is. You've got two rotations of Super Saiyan 4s. One of them has the gods on them. One of them has Tech Goku, so you've got Vegeta, and then you're floating Super Saiyan Vegeta. So you've got your AGL Gogeta is going to come in. You've got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who's a fantastic tank, fantastic damage dealer, and then you've got Super Saiyan 3 Goku as well. So all around, just an absolute premium team. And really, this team slot number 3 is interchangeable with the Super Saiyan Gods. I didn't do a slide for it, but really, if you did the Super Saiyan Gods team, you could use almost all of these units in that same team. You have to make a couple of changes because some of them are not GT Heroes or Fused Fighters. You just need to check on that. But really, I prefer the Super Saiyan 4, so that's why they're my team number 3. But you could run the leader skill of the Super Saiyan Gods and make 1 or 2 tweaks to this team, and you would be fine as well. Again, I've put some ults at the bottom there, and that's pretty stacked as well. Almost any of those units are going to be absolutely fine in this team as well. Well, all of them. Fire Gogeta might struggle a teeny bit, but I mean, he is so useful with his taunt, and with once he goes blue and all that, he's still a fantastic unit, and with his equips. So yeah, this is still, even this team, especially with all the alternatives you have there, it's just such a fantastic loaded category and a premium team that will crush through any content. So that is team number 3. Let us jump on to team number 2. Okay, so team 1, team 2 could pretty much be used interchangeably here at this point, and you're going to have started to see some of the same units over and over again. That's because these same units are on so many categories and they are just the best units in the game. But really, team 1 and team 2 could be used interchangeably. I personally prefer team 1. I just think it's a little bit more powerful, and having double Vegetos on rotation is just a little bit more valuable, because for me, AGL Gogeta boosts Vegeto, and that's what he provides as value, but he does boost the whole team. So really, it's much of a muchness. But for me, I think this team deserves its slot 2. It's its second position in the overall rankings, and we have obviously AGL Vegeta leading successors, Fuse Fighters, or Pure Saiyans there. Such a fantastic unit with so much utility. These tag out units, these swap units are just so fantastic with the amount of utility, support, everything they provide. So I mean, once you get to Gogeta and you can use his active. You massively boost the rest of your team around you, and that is just what you're looking for. So you will float him off in the beginning. I've put him there, and that might be funny to see, but really he does need to be floated off in the beginning. You're going to use the Super Saiyan 4s and the God Boys in your first as your first slots, and then once you start getting to 4th, 5th turn, you're going to be transforming into Vegeta with Tech Goku, as well as AGL Gogeta with the AGL Vegeta. So you'll be transforming those, and you'll be bringing them. The rotations will swap a bit. You'll definitely want those two on rotation for an absolutely nasty rotation of just pure damage that can pretty much one-shot any boss. With boosted, that is a Vegeta boosted with Gogeta's active skill. So you want to save that for a boss that has a lot of health. Don't use it right at the end. And yeah, that is just the team. The ults there as well. You've got a very strong ones. You can throw in Broly. Now this might seem a bit strange, but you can throw Broly. So I've put him there at the beginning in as a replacement for Goku and Vegeta Angel going into Super Gogeta, the Tech one, because he is such a fantastic slot 1 unit that you could just use him as a slot 1 and that's about it. And then you transform, he's still good slot 1, and then your rotations all change once the tag units come in and you can transform them. So that's why he's in there. And then you've got UI Goku in there. You've got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks would be a fantastic unit for this. You can run, because he's a successes unit, you can run great Giant 8 Power Vegeta, who's also a fantastic slot 1. So yeah, this team is just absolutely stacked, including the ults that you can run for it. So that is team number 2. Now let's go on to team number 1, and I'm sure you've guessed what it is at this point. So the top team in Dokkan right now, or some variation of it, but this is the team that I've been using to pretty much crush anything, and I've seen a lot of other people using as well, is the Earth Protecting Heroes, Fuse Fighters, or Pure Saiyans category leader. That is Tech Goku, tag out with Tech Vegeta, transforming into Tech Vegito, the one who does all the counters and just destroys everyone with his crazy crit counters. And yeah, this not a ton to say about this team. It is just the best units in the game all slapped on a team. You've got Beast there in slot 1, who's going to be fantastic while you wait for Tech Vegeta to come out. You've got Broly in slot 1 rotation 2. He's just a very nice little protection, because a lot of these units like Tech Goku and AGL Vegeta, they are not meant to slot 1 right in the beginning, so they will get caught out if you get a rotation of just them. So having an extra slot 1 like Tech Broly is just great for the beginning. His first turn, he'll just use his damage reduction, and then you can transform him and he'll be fine for a while, and then you can rotate him off if you need to. But he's a great slot 1. That's what he's going to be for there. And then once you have got to turn 4-5, you are going to be transforming. You're going to get Vegeta out. You're going to get Gogeta out, who's going to boost Vegeta with his active skill. And you're just going to run rampant with this team. Floats there. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is just going to be so great, especially as support in this team, because once he gets to his Super Saiyan 4 state, he's going to be providing that damage reduction support. He's going to be healing. Yeah, he's just going to be a great float here, as well as Gotenks there as well. He is just going to be tanking. He's going to be doing huge damage here. So it is a really, really great team. And the ults you've got there as well are stacked. You can run the Super Saiyan 4 boys, the gods, the Super Saiyan Gogeta, the Tech one there, the Great Ape Vegeta, the UIs. It's just such a stacked team. So yeah, the only thing I would even start to fault this team on is if you get really unlucky in a fight that just immediately does high damage, and you get like all your slot 2s on the first rotation, you can take some nasty damage. But you've got at least 2 slot 1s, and Gotenks can fill for a slot 1 if he really needs to every now and then. So that would just be very unlucky. But yeah, that is my list that I've given, and that is the top 5 teams in Dokkan right now. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and maybe leaving the video a like for the YouTube algorithm gods. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hopefully will see you guys in the next one.